Hello everyone, and today we are here with a partial thoughts on a book series that unfortunately is going to be a DNF for me, do not finish, for those that didn't know what that meant. So, why am I doing a video on a book series that I'm not going to finish? Well, the reason being, it's not because they're bad books. They are really good books. But I'll get into it in a minute. The series itself is the John Cleaver books by Dan Wells. They consist of the 5 books you see here, and plus 2 more that they're in storage. The first 2 books are I Am Not a Serial Killer and Mr. Monster. Then we have the rest of the series, Book 3, I Don't Want to Kill You, 4, The Devil's Only Friend, sort of 4.5, Next to Kin. There is a kind of important supporting character in Next of Kin that their side of things is kind of told in this very short novella. If I remember right, I think it takes place alongside The Devil's Only Friend. It's sort of their view on some of the scenes from that book. Then Book 5, Over Your Dead Body, followed finally by Nothing Left to Lose, Book 6. So, what is the John Cleaver series about? It is a first-person narrative told from the point of view of teenage sociopath John Cleaver, who uses his unique disposition on life to stop serial killers. If you're a fan of the TV show Dexter, this will be or true crime, this will be kind of up your alley, with one caveat. And this is kind of where some people who were into the series for true crime then suddenly go to Amazon and leave a 1-star reviews. There is a twist. I won't spoil the twist, but there is a twist about halfway through I Am Not a Serial Killer. And it goes from, excuse me. It goes from, normal true crime type story. It then gets a supernatural twist. That's right, this series has a bit of a supernatural flair to it that most people don't see coming if they just go in blind. So, if you're into that kind of thing, by all means, I recommend checking it out. I did really like the first 2 books, I Am Not a Serial Killer and Mr. Monster. Even though there's moments in Mr. Monster that are very, very uncomfortable. Which, again, these are horror books. What do you expect? So, why am I recommending it if I'm not going to finish it? Well, the answer to that is I'm a big baby. And no, it's not that the murders are getting to me, or his description of, or Dan's description of embalming, or these horrendous murders. So what is causing me to not finish it? In Book 3, I Don't Want to Kill You, there is a character that starts hanging out with John that I grew really attached to. And I really liked the sort of positive impact they were having on John. Like, John finally starts to feel somewhat approximating human. Which isn't to say he isn't human, he is, but he doesn't feel things the way most people do. Again, he's a sociopath. And I know my genre savvy got the better of me, and it's this is a horror story. I am waiting for a train wreck. The author is deliberately making me like this person, and making me not want bad things to happen, even though they are, so they can, gut punch me later. And because of that, I'm being a big baby. I am choosing to just close the book, and in my mind imagine a more positive ending for the series. This is just me. I know this is not how the books go. Things end a bit more positively for this character and for John. Even if not, like, wholly positive. I'm not picturing, like, a frickin' Disney ending. Because, again, this is horror. This is not, that wouldn't flow right with the type of story that it is. Basically, I'm just picturing this character doesn't die. And things are slightly okay with her and John, even if, not perfectly positive just because it is John. So, yeah, I'm a wuss. Anyways, like I said, I absolutely recommend these books if you like supernatural horror, or if you want to go in with, like, looking at sort of like the serial killer aspect. And they're fun rides. At least the first two was for me. And I imagine the rest of them would have been fine. Also, I just love the titles of these books. I don't know who titled these books, but they made good choices. Particularly The Devil's Only Friend. I really like that title. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video.